My name is Catherine Reed, and the word activate to me means inspire, and particularly inspire change.
My definition at this particular moment of activate is taking a risk and not staying inside of your comfort zone.
So my definition of activation is start allowing instead of resisting. You will notice an instant shift.
Activate is transformational. We activate something. I may have an experience and that touches something in my core, and I can then share that experience and touch that in someone else. And when that happens in me, something is activated and I am touched and moved forward. And when I am able to activate that in someone else, then I've perpetuated the experience, the knowledge, the transformation. So that is activation. It's like, it's on, and let's push it forward and share it and expand the consciousness.
Wonderful. My definition of activate is to make things happen. That's it. Just 3 simple words. That's all we need to do.
Making a difference in the community.
Activate for me means really tapping into our life force and activating sensual, pleasurable energy and activating our lives, activating our relationships, and activating our business.
Activation is the vibration and hearing the inner voice.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay, so my definition of activate is actually to make something happen. To make something happen.
I believe that to activate means that we literally get in touch with that part of us that's unstoppable. We put our finger on the pulse of the part of us that is aligned with our true north, where we can tap into the endless resources that are available to any human being that's on purpose. When we activate that truly on purpose part of us, we become unstoppable.
Activate. It's to bring this into expression so that you no longer have to worry about your vital center or your courage to be or self-affirmation. It's all expressed in this, and that's what I want to activate.
To me, to activate is to take all that information that we get, all that information that we teach ourselves, all of the books, all of the things that we read, and implement it. So to like step past that point of fear and letting our ego tell us, don't do it, don't do it. But to activate is like to take all that stuff that's inside of us that we know is there and it's calling to us, and take it out to the world.
My definition of activate, sorry you caught me off guard a little bit, for people to take their passions and to move them in a way that's life-serving.
My definition of activate is not to sit there like a bump on a log, to see a situation, a problem, a thing that maybe is not right with you, and then come up with a solution and do something about it. Or if you're feeling stuck in your uncreativity, well, maybe sing a song, maybe activate yourself to pick up an instrument, to dance, to do something that's so positive with your life that you're actually being a participant instead of just looking from the sidelines. So let's activate.
My definition of activation is to start something with the intention of finishing it.
My definition of activate, well, I guess it's realizing full potential, right? Something that's activated is, it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's no longer closed, and it's realizing its full potential.
Activate. For me, personally, it means doing rather than just talking or thinking about things. That all the knowledge in the world is fabulous and lovely, but it doesn't really count for much unless you act on it.
My definition of activate is that people, communities, come together to solve the problems that they themselves face.
Activate, to me, is a spark of life. Activation is when a spark of life happens within you. And the spark of life happens within you when you're ready, when there is readiness, just like everything else in life. A woman can't become pregnant unless there's a readiness. As try as she might, the spark of life does not happen unless you're ready. And that readiness, that receptivity, the place in the process of transformation where you are ready on all levels to receive the spark of life, that's when it happens. And so a lot of it, of course, is wanting that spark of life, because wanting that spark of life means you're almost ready to receive that spark of life, which of course then activates you into action.
Activate, to change, to put forth energy that transforms.
Yeah, it seems so.
And to actually see the difference.
My definition of activate is breathing deeply into our hearts, and from our heart's love coming together and doing what we can do together concertedly to bring about change, and we can do it together.
So activate is taking a spark of something, an idea, an inspiration, a feeling, and letting it just go ahead and flourish and grow and prosper and bloom so big that nobody can stop it.
Activate is to take something that's very important. I mean, you know, my concept is that the deep recesses of the human psyche are very important and can't be ignored. And you need to activate those and understand those to be part of the Renaissance. So it's to take something that's being overlooked, that's so important and vital, and give it life and bring it out into the people and make it live in society.
Activation is inspiration, because nothing happens unless you're inspired to do it. Nothing changes unless there's a reason to change. And so to help kids think in those entrepreneurial ways is to help them take action on their inspiration and to inspire others. That's it.
My definition of activation when it comes to healthcare, which is what my area of expertise is, excuse me, is to actually stimulate the things that we should do naturally and can do naturally. So with what I do is I activate the body's innate ability to heal itself.
For me personally, I feel very activated when I find a team and purpose to work towards it. If I get a project and a really good team, that really activates me, and I feel energized by that.
My definition of activation has to do with recognizing reality, becoming awake. What seems to be hard for people is to really face what's really happening and do something about it, rather than just sort of pretending it's really okay and we'll just continue and not activate, not really come awake.
My definition of activate, take an idea to something that does something of value. But that's a limited definition, of course, but that would be my definition.
Activate. To make more energetic.